And then
But
we've
if they're
got...
starting, then it's a good time to...
Yeah. There we go. You can do an introduction.
Welcome to Faith and the Christian podcast for young people thinking about life and faith with a bunch of weirdos. This is Andy. I'm
Weirdo
Ruth.
number 1.
I'm Ruth, weirdo number 2, and we're having a lovely time today. Andy, what's the exciting news of today?
We are still not sponsored.
That's not the
No,
exciting news.
the exciting
That's
news.
the sad news. Someone please sponsor us.
At least something free. One drink between the two of
Yeah,
us.
we'd be
We're
happy.
happy with that. We will give you a shout out if you buy us one coffee each.
Yeah.
There you go. The exciting news is Euros started
Woohoo!
yesterday. So there you go. Very exciting.
For the uneducated, what does that mean?
Football. It means that these last 10 days without football, 14 days without football, have been an absolute nightmare.
Just
But now
worse.
football's back on the telly. Exciting times for a month. And then what do we get? Wimbledon
The
in there.
Olympics?
Wimbledon,
Oh.
the Olympics.
Wimbledon will be July, beginning of July.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just as the Euros are finishing, we get Wimbledon. The Olympics are just on after that.
Yeah, not long
It's
after
a
that.
summer of sport.
So many things we could talk about in the podcast.
Now, funnily enough, I was watching some qualifying for the Olympics the other day,
Right.
and it was canoeing.
Okay.
But it wasn't just like normal sitting canoe
Yeah.
like this. There were two people in this boat,
Yeah.
one male, one female,
Yeah.
kneeling. So they're kneeling up, and they were rowing one on this side and one on the other side. Never seen it before.
Well, there you go.
But it was like in one of those really long kayak type. Like I would call it like a kayak.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not educated in this.
Someone tell us in the comments below.
But it was really, really exciting.
Oh, there you
200
go.
metre sprint.
You know what Andy's going to be watching in the Olympics?
So
When's that on?
imagine like on a paddleboard.
Yeah, yeah.
Two people on a paddleboard, just
Yeah.
slightly longer,
Yeah.
banging away for 200 metres.
There you go. That's what we all want to watch now.
It was very exciting.
I am quite excited about the Olympics. I'm very sad and will sit and watch a lot of random stuff that I don't understand at all, but quite enjoy watching.
And I saw some curling, World
Oh,
Championship
yes.
curling. So the Scottish lasses were there.
Yeah, we did talk about that when it was on, didn't
Yeah,
we? We thought, yeah, we
they're
both
all very
love a bit of
good.
curling.
Love curling.
Yeah.
But
Won't
obviously
be
not
in the Summer Olympics, obviously.
unless they can suddenly do indoor.
Yeah, but it's in the Winter Olympics. Why would they have it in the Summer Olympics?
Because
as
you could
well?
do a summer version.
What, bowls?
Well, it's not really curling, is it? There's no broom swooping involved.
That's true.
Maybe we need to get on this.
We do.
Maybe for next time we will have invented a sport called indoor curling.
Indoor curling. There must
So-
be a way of doing that.
Well, it's just sweeping the carpet, isn't it?
No, because that's pointless. The sweeping actually does something in curling.
You could probably use acrylic,
Yeah,
like an acrylic floor.
yeah.
We've gone far too much into this. Let's get back on track and let's go into what we're talking about today, because as always, this isn't about us, it's about God.
Ah,
So we're going to go
Yes, it
into
is.
him. And we've been on this little journey, started last week, looking at the heart of Jesus and what his heart is like for us
yeah.
and what it offers us. And last week we talked about how his heart was humble and gentle, and it offers us this place of rest when we are stressed, when we are worried, when we've got so much going on. And we looked at that idea of having a big yoke on our back and struggling to walk with it, and Jesus saying, let me take that.
Yeah.
And I'll give you this one, which is a whole lot better and easier. And this week, Ruth, what have we got?
We are thinking about compassion and the fact that Jesus' heart is full of compassion. Yes, exactly that.
I thought I'd just give a trumpet sound.
So we're in Matthew again, in chapter 14 this time, verse 14.
Yep.
Excellent. Which says, when Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. My first question,
Go
was
on.
he in a spaceship?
Well, I was going to say, let's just bring this back here, right?
Sorry.
Jesus has been in a boat,
But he landed!
and when the boat hits the land, he's run it ashore.
Okay,
It's landed.
But when a plane or a spaceship hits the land...
Yes, but it could have been a flying carpet.
Oh, yeah, it could have been.
You know, like if you're thinking about Disney's Aladdin,
Yeah.
Jesus has a musical about him.
Unfortunately, in the
Not like
verse
that.
before, it does say he withdrew by boat privately,
So he had a private yacht.
pretty much.
Oh, Jesus is dollar.
It was mates with fishermen, wasn't he? So they all had boats.
Yeah, but like, there's a difference, isn't there, between like a private yacht and a little fishing boat?
Yeah, I think it was probably the little fishing boat, if I'm honest.
Jesus wasn't dollar.
To get back on track.
Yeah. So he's landed, not in a spaceship, not in a plane. His boat has run aground. He's hit the beach, and he's seen a load of people. And then the verse says he had compassion on them, and then he healed their sick. So these people had come to see Jesus because they knew he was a miracle man. They knew that he could do incredible stuff, and they wanted to see it happen. But it's that idea of compassion.
Well, he'd been trying to get away from them, hadn't he?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's going on just before when he's withdrawn in the boat. That he was trying to get away. He was trying to get to a solitary place. He was trying to be on his own for a bit. You know, he's got people following him all the time. People know he's the Son of God. He's healing, all of this sort of thing. Everyone needs a bit of space and time on their own. So he's trying to get this. So when he lands and he sees this large crowd, most of us would get annoyed and be irritated and try and get away from them again. But that's not Jesus's response. Jesus has compassion. He looks at them, and instead of going, "Oh, you're here again, can you just stop following me, please?" and turning around
Give
and
me
walking
5
away.
minutes. Get back in the boat. I'm going out. Run around the other side.
He has compassion on them, and he goes to them and starts doing his thing.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's like, if you think of, you know, famous people, footballers, you know, pop stars, when they're going into the concert and there's loads of people around, I imagine that can get really quite weary, having to sign, you know, and go in, and you know you're going somewhere and you just need to get there, and you've got all these people annoying you, and as you come out again, and, you know, they're following you around, paparazzi following your whole life around. It must have been like that for Jesus.
Even if you're just trying to pop out to the supermarket or something, someone might spot you at any time.
And they want that one shot where, oh, look at, you know, so-and-so without her makeup on, or, oh, she's gone out in these jogging bottoms that have got some dirt on them. And like, oh, scandal. You know, it's that type of thing. I think Jesus would have had these moments where he just wanted to be on his own.
Yeah.
But he comes across, and instead of getting angry and just sort of saying, can you just leave me in peace? It's that, okay, I have compassion. So what does compassion mean? And now we looked it up in the dictionary, and I'm not going to lie, dictionaries aren't that helpful.
It really wasn't helpful.
It just talk about having pity on them, having sort of that sympathy and sort of understanding what they were going through.
I always think compassion is a bit more than that, isn't it? Because we can have sympathy and we can feel sorry for people, but compassion almost feels like that there's going to be some kind of action, whether that's an internal thing or an external thing. And obviously here it's external, that he goes to the people and starts healing them. I think it can be an internal thing sometimes, but compassion to me always feels like it's not just feeling sorry for them, it's feeling sorry for them and doing something.
And I think that's the thing, isn't it? So Jesus has this compassion on them. He feels sorry for them. He understands why they're there. He sees their need and he goes, okay, I'll step into it again. I'll put the show on again. You know, I'm not saying that's what Jesus did, but, you know, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing for us, isn't it? He offers us this heart full of compassion.
Yeah.
That says, okay, I know where you're walking. I know what you're going through. And I'm here again for you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very similar to last week, that's that heart that's humble, that's gentle, that wants to help us.
Yeah.
It comes across again in this verse that Jesus is saying, look, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm willing to.
And even when he's been healing people and talking to people all day and chatting to his mum and going off with his disciples for lunch and doing whatever he's been doing that day, and however busy he might feel, that compassion that we see in this verse is compassion that he has for us as well.
And the main thing, if you read slightly backwards from this, you'll see that actually one of his mates has just had his head chopped off.
Yeah, that's true.
And Jesus has just been told the news, your mate's had his head chopped off, your mate's dead. You know, this guy, and in fact, possibly even his cousin.
Yeah, John the Baptist.
There you go.
There's some kind of relation there,
yeah,
isn't there?
Some sort of, I don't know if they're exactly cousins or second cousins twice removed or something like that, but they're in there. There's some relation.
There.
And he's just found out that he's had his head chopped off. And that's why he's withdrawn. But he sees these people, and instead of grieving and being allowed to have that moment, he comes back and he goes, okay, I give more of myself to you. And that's the Jesus that we serve, we follow, and we have willing to walk alongside us.
Yeah.
So that's probably a good place to stop for today. Just remember that whatever you're going through, Jesus' heart is compassionate towards you. And he's not worried about what he's going through. He's worrying for you, and he wants to walk with you. So there you go.
Perfect.
Enjoy. As always, down below, like, subscribe, do all of that YouTubey stuff.
Click all the links.
Join us on Patreon. It's free. You can come and just check us out there.
Yeah.
You might have to sign up, but it doesn't.
But everything is completely free. You don't
Yeah.
need to put your bank details in or anything.
Just
when it asks. Just
that's
get
where
back.
we can just upload some PDFs for you to have a look at and have a look at that. So we will see you next time round.
See you next week.